everybody, and welcome to another video tutorial. Today we'll be addressing an issue which is quite common among budget-friendly printers and isn't discussed all that much. The Elegoo Saturn, like many other 3D printers in the market today, have tin wire connections to their terminals. So today we'll be replacing those with ferruled ones. As always, what you see here represents my own opinions and undertake this at your own risk. I'm in no way responsible if any damages may occur. Now there's a couple of reasons why you might want to change the main power connections to ferrule ones. However, the main one is for safety. Not having ferrules means that maintenance will generally be more difficult since you'll have to deal with the wires unraveling when being placed inside the terminals. Tin ones on the other hand can make the strands more susceptible to vibrations, loosening, and corrosion. All of them are to be avoided when it comes to the main power connections. So for this reason, we'll be taking a closer look at how to replace those connections on the Elegoo Saturn. Before we begin, make sure to remove the build plate and vats so they don't get into the way or leak any resin. After this, we can finally begin removing the screws to open the top of the machine. Because of how the machine is put together, we'll first need to remove the whole top in order to access all the terminals. You're first going to need to remove the screws that are located in these areas at the top of the machine. With those primary screws removed, you can then remove these ones on the side of the machine. This will allow you to access the display connections and remove this prior to opening the machine. After that is done, you can then gently open the top of the case and remove the fan and Z motor connections. This allows the top to be removed and put aside for easier access to the terminals. Your very first connection that has tinned wires is to the main power. Therefore, we'll replace those with ferrules by first removing the terminals, which is designed to snap into the motherboard. This is often attached with some additional glue, so you'll first have to remove the glue before it comes off. To make things easier to keep track of, we'll only remove one wire at a time by unscrewing the screw at the top of the terminal. With wire cutters, you remove the part that's tinned before beginning to prep the wire for the ferrule. In order to have proper contact with the ferrule, you first need to strip the wire by using one of two methods. If you have wire strippers, you can use those to strip the wire connections. If you don't, you can use wire cutters to do the same thing by gently adding pressure until you've cut through the outer protective layer. You'll then be able to remove the coating by holding the cutters partially open while pulling the part away. When choosing a ferrule, you'll want to choose one that just barely fits onto the wire to help ensure a proper connection when crimped. By making sure to twist the wires first, you'll have an easier time inserting them into the ferrules. If you have a ferrule crimping tool, you can use that to crimp the connections. If not, you can use a pair of pliers to do the same thing. The remainder of the connections that we'll replace are for the UV light. In this case, those are located near the side panel and have a connection screw which is located on the bottom of the printer. Once you've unscrewed those, you'll be able to remove the small board that has the remainder of the connections, allowing easier access to those components. Once again, removing the glue holding the connections, we'll take out each terminal one at a time to make it easier to add the ferrules. By taking out one wire at a time, this process should be fairly easy to accomplish. In total, we'll have replaced the wire connections for 5 terminals. Before you close up the machine, you'll want to add some glue to help ensure that the terminals stay connected. Over time, the vibrations to the machines can loosen the connections, which is why we'll use some hot glue gun glue to ensure that they stay on. With all of this updated, we can then reattach all the components and close it back up the machine. It's important to note that you'll want to make sure to properly connect the LCD screen and put back on the tape that holds the strip down. This tape really helps hold the proper connections so long as it's been properly seated. I hope this video has helped some of you out, and if there's a video you'd like to suggest, please leave a comment down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you guys soon. Thank you and take care. Also, for those of you who actually want to use this video as a guide, keep in mind that I will be posting a transcript on my main website to make it easier to follow along. Alternatively, please feel free to slow down the video by hitting the gear icon on the bottom right hand corner of your screen to change the speed settings. If you want to support this channel, please feel free to check out some of the merch on my website. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you guys soon. Thank you and take care.